Good day, St. Timothy's. It's Wednesday, March 18th. Checking in with you. Hope you're all doing well. So much, again, changes from day to day, doesn't it? I was just going through my weekly plans. These are my plans that I made for going forward on Monday. Started over. These are the plans I made for Tuesday. Those are starting over. And here are the plans that I made for this morning, starting over. So every day is different. Maybe there's some excitement in that. Brings some new meaning to the words we use every day in morning prayer. O Lord, open thou our lips. Give me something to say, because everything I come up with changes from time to time. But hope you're doing well. Thank you to everyone for checking in on folks. I spent some time yesterday calling and FaceTiming and texting, and many of you have let me know that you've checked in on people, and not just those in our vulnerable demographics, but also checking in on our medical professionals. Gosh, they're stressed and they're doing a lot of work. So thank you to all of you for what you do. And thank you to all those who are checking in on each other. Let's do what we can to stay connected. I know all of us, at least we are in the church, are getting really used to video conferencing software. That's our vestry meetings, our diocesan gatherings. So maybe we can have one of those every now and then as a parish check-in, so we can come and see each other, see our faces, and just check in to see how we're doing. So stay tuned. I'll put those in the email when we do them and put them on social media. Still trying to stream the daily services when I can. The technology is a bit iffy, so we're still working it out. We're getting better at it every single day, and we're learning something new. The news that came down yesterday from our diocesan leadership is that we are shut down until May 17th, which is the Sunday before the Feast of the Ascension. So the rest of Lent and almost all of Eastertide. Here's my hope, here's my prayer, is that all of this drastic action that we are enduring now will have an impact, and maybe the curve will be flattened and we can release some of these restrictions and come back together before May 17th. I really am hoping that will be the case. But if it's not, we're planning, we're preparing. Here's what we're doing. I'm actually going to record Sunday's Mass today. And because some of the restrictions we have are that we're not supposed to have many people involved in that, and we're supposed to have a good, safe distance. So what I'm doing to keep the spirit of that is my entire household, Sherilyn, Abby, Walker, and Luke, will be the altar party and congregation for the video coming for this Sunday. So it'll be my household holding down the fort, hopefully to give you encouragement that your household can hold down the spiritual life in your corner of the world, and that we're in this together, and this is a family event. So we're going to record Sunday's Masses early for two main reasons. One, so the audio and video can be better. Live streaming is fine, but if we're going to do this for another 9 weeks, we need to have a better setup. The other thing is, I heard some good feedback that many of you had the video drop in and out during the live stream. So if we record this and then I post it on Sunday morning, then it'll be a more reliable vehicle to deliver that to you. So that's going to happen. I'm also preparing to do this for Holy Week and Easter. We're working on some creative ways. We need to be creative and to adapt during this time, so I'm working on that. Again, my plans change from day to day because the circumstances change, but we are working on that, so stay tuned, and thank you for tuning in, and share it with people. This is a great opportunity for us to show who we are to the Winston-Salem community, and I need your help in doing that. Some other things, just real quick. People have sent me links to a priest, I think in Italy, who asked his people to send him selfies, and he would print them out and then paste them on the pews in the congregation, so when he would say the Mass to an empty congregation, they were there. I love it. Do that. Email me your family photos, but not just an old one, but give me one of you right now with your family or yourself, and I'll print them out and I'll tape them on the pews. And then when I'm here every day saying the liturgies, you'll be with me and I'll be with you. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful idea. Other things that are happening, the statue for the Holy Family will be arriving tomorrow, so stay tuned for video and images of that. The ministry continues to go on at St. Timothy's. This morning I went to the St. Michael Chapel, and 2 more police officers. I texted one of our sergeants to say, even though the church is not open, the chapel is, so please keep coming. 2 more officers have signed up for the St. Michael pendant, bringing the number to 54 officers are wearing the St. Michael pendant. Again, remember, that's not the number of officers who use the chapel. That's the number who have specifically asked for a pendant. So more than 10% of the Winston-Salem police force is wearing the St. Michael pendant. So that continues to go on. The Society of St. Joseph of Arimathea. I received an email today from my friend at the Decedent Affairs office at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center, and they have 14 babies for us. Now, that's 6 months worth of babies that they have not been able to process, but now we're taking them. So that brings our total number to 75 babies that we have paid for the cremation and or buried. And all 14 of these babies will be buried in our cemetery, bringing the number to about a couple dozen. So that continues to go on. I just talked to Lee Tolberry about City with Dwellings. They're doing fine. They have been working hard to reduce the numbers every night, to kind of thin the numbers out so they don't have to close early. And they've been doing that, and they've been doing it in a very systematic and positive way. She told me also that there are large tents outside of the library downtown because the library is closed, but if it's raining, they do have a place to stay outside of the weather. So that continues. So the work of the parish still goes on. So even though our lives may feel like they're coming to a screeching halt, and to a very real degree they are, life still goes on, the work of the church still goes on, our prayers still go on. So let's keep our optimism up, let's keep our hope together, and let's stay connected. And again, as always, I will come to you every day with a check-in, and I look forward to communicating with you. It's not perfect, it's not in person, but it's what we have right now. My prayers are with you. Please pray for me, and I'll talk to you soon.